It's as satisfying to me as coming is, as having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I am in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right?
I don't know no better, so let's blame the weather, 'cause I got no care when I hit my groove. 'Cause I got no care when I hit my groove.
They really are worthy adversaries on the show, too. Just that phone call the night before.
Oh, he's talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We're talking
Oh,
about Frost
I'm
Nixon.
going back. We should move forward. What is this? Frost Nixon?
Yeah.
I'll see it.
It's from a couple years ago. It's pretty good.
Alrighty, everybody. This is Behind the Cork. Let's start to my left.
Mitchell Virzi of the Virzi Triplets. Follow us on TikTok and
Why are you fucking
Instagram.
smiling like you're...
Because I know how cringeworthy that sounds, but
It's not. Why? Who cares? You're doing what you're supposed to do. Sorry, I stepped on your plug.
I think I have some shredded dignity left. It's just I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, but you're gonna make money and we're not. So
That's possible.
you want to make money. You don't have dignity.
What are you going to do? Make more money.
Yeah. Mary, you make money. You're a
Alrighty.
fucking douchebag. What are you gonna do about it?
Go ahead.
Luke Allen at Uncle Luke 2 on Instagram, and live from the 405 podcast. I always forget about my own podcast.
Yeah.
Episode
great.
279 on deck coming up this week.
Miss Rocha's favorite fucking podcast, even above her own sons.
She got good taste.
Well, she's a single parent. I think we all know what that says about her. About her respectability.
He said that, not me. I'll
Sorry.
take his Christmas presents. This is our.
Stop calling her Mrs. R, for
her
fuck's sake.
This is hard.
Alrighty, and our special guest today, holy shit, I have been waiting to get this man on the show for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Joe Manente, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rocha. Thank you, Mitchell, Eric. Yes, it has been a couple of years. Holy shit. Here we are.
We go back, buddy. We go back a ways.
I know. It took a quarantine to bring us together. God damn. Fuck!
Go ahead and yell.
Let's do everything. Let's do everything that we were supposed to do 2 years ago this week. Let's do it. Come on.
Let's go play football in front.
Say what's first on your list of things you want to do.
I just turned him down.
Scream into the microphone.
Perfect.
That's number one always.
Always.
Yeah. You got your nice little covering on there. That's good. That's a
Well,
smart
I
thing.
have a cold sore this week, so I didn't want to spread that around.
You always got a fucking
Openly
cold sore.
admit that.
Dude, I have to. I mean, what am I going to do? It's fucking right there.
You had him your whole life?
No, I definitely know exactly who I got it from. It was some fucking dumb hookup in L.A.
Oh,
When I
man.
was 22.
Oh, it's like a
So, like last year.
And I was
No,
I
it
was
like 6 years ago.
27. And he told me I told him I was gonna tap his head when the time came.
old kissy
And he
Eric.
didn't.
And I'm a liar.
How do you like that, Eric? Right out of the gate, we're already into herpes talk. It's fucking wonderful.
That sucks.
Is this what I've been waiting 2 years to fucking listen to? This is
Hey,
great.
you brought it up. I mean,
I didn't bring up your cold sore. How would I ever know that you had that?
I mean,
To
oh.
be fair, I would have told him at some
yeah.
point.
Rocha knew about it. I told Rocha specifically, hey, I'm going to use my own mic because it's happened.
Let me ask you this, though. What's worse, a cold sore or a Cole Alexander?
Oh, my God.
Fellow comedian Cole Alexander, everybody. Give him a follow.
well,
Yeah, Cole.
He's great.
I love Cole.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst time is I had one when we did a Kill Tony internship for 3 months, and he's like, you guys have to keep coming every single week no matter what.
have to come every week and keep practicing. You could really be something special because there's 3 of you.
I just listened to him on Rogan podcast.
Me
the other
too.
day.
With Undertaker?
No, I didn't get the Undertaker.
That's fucking awesome. Undertaker was on with him and Tony.
It was just the two of them. And you know what? I don't know if other people are interested in listening to Tony Hinchcliffe, but because he references people that we know, it's like a good listen. You know what I mean? But,
it's like, oh, I know him. Yeah.
He's also Italian. I had no idea. I thought he was a Jew,
I know, isn't
bro.
that weird?
Yeah.
He's got a great story. His like whole family upbringing. He's like so white trash, and he was super poor.
Really?
He's in Ohio.
Yeah, from Ohio. Trash. He was
which my dad is. So I was like,
dirt fucking poor. Where's the Honeydew podcast? It's a good there's
Ryan
a two-parter.
Sickler?
Yeah, there's a two-parter with Tony on it from last year. It's fucking great.
Well, I always am hesitant to say a huge fan of anything because Luke's eyes always go to my stomach.
I say because what else would you be? A huge air conditioner? I was going for a weight joke. That's called a misdirect, everybody. I don't want to bury you in comedy jargon, but I'll tell you what a callback is later. Eric, go ahead.
Bury me.
You got a tractor? Ooh, sorry. Low hanging fruit. I went for it. Sorry.
Yeah, Rocha did bring an entire bag of candy
oh, dude, I'm
for everybody in quotes, but really probably just for himself. For
It had straps around
He's trying
it,
to lose that toe as
It's like
fast
a
as he
feed
can.
bag, and he just strapped it on.
God.
Okay. Guys, laugh. When you laugh, pull your mics down. All of you fucking...
If we had headphones, that would be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Callback.
well, I want those to get herpes on them too.
That's true. Oh, fuck, I didn't finish my story. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
when we were doing
Sorry,
our
day
internship-
3. So the fucking Night Stalker story.
All right, long story short. We're doing our internship for Kill Tony. He's
Night
like, you have to
Stalker?
come every single week, no matter what.
Uh-huh.
And the one week, I had a fucking gnarly cold sore. Yeah. And he's like, we're like, what do we do? He's like, we still have to go. So I had to wear a Band-Aid over it. And they're like, hey, what's up with the Band-Aid? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I cut myself shaving. They're like, no, you didn't. And they're like, take off the Band-Aid. I'm like, ugh. I didn't take it off, but I got roasted
think
for
you're lying,
15
Mitch.
straight minutes.
Good. I mean, that's what they like on that thing.
Exactly, but
Yeah, so did
What
you, did
bad
you come back for
timing.
the next 6 weeks
Yeah,
as the
no.
star of the show? How's your herpes?
oh god,
Yeah.
it's just mortifying. Where it's like, ugh, like there's nothing worse than that. I
Well,
think
that's a good way to like let everyone know that you have it. It's like they go in knowing that you
it is what it is, dude. It is what it is.
Good man, that
sucks.
Tony
You
Hinchcliffe.
gotta go on stage like that.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
That's
thing.
fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah,
Remember, that's like having to go to school with like a bad zit. Remember that shit?
yeah.
That's the fucking.
It was
that's
like
the
being tarred and
worst
feathered,
feeling.
pretty much. That's how it felt. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's what it is.
Yeah.
It was worse
It
that they
lowered
had
my
to,
chance. I didn't know my chances of not getting laid could get any fucking lower, and then God does that to me. I'm like, thanks, shithead. I'm already wearing a fucking I Hate God shirt, and I have the sides of my head fucking shaved, and I have braces with fucking eggs in them.
Oh my god.
God.
I wish I could have seen that, Luke Allen.
No, you don't.
You don't have any photos?
You know, I don't have. I got some. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I don't have that many.
You look like a Puerto Rican whore.
Luke Allen's been having sex with black girls in the quarantine.
Just one. Only one. That was a while. I'm at a fucking bad dry spell, man.
Squatter?
No, Tinder chick. She
Oh,
was
gotcha.
here from. I told you about her. She was here from
Young.
Philly. Young, yeah, she was 20.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me about this chick.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
I mean,
It's great.
I've never had, I've never dabbled in the darker berry yet, but I'm open to it. I'm excited. Luke
I
speaks highly
match
of
with
it.
them all the fucking time. I match with them more than anybody else for some reason. Like I swipe equally left on like black or white chick or whatever. Like
I
black,
think they
brown,
like.
yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. But for some reason, the black chicks come back the most.
I think they like your. I think they like your messaging because you're very
Maybe.
fun and witty and dumb.
Yeah,
and they
maybe.
probably get a bunch of goofy white
I
guys.
agree
They're
with
just like,
one of
"Hey."
those things.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what it is. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I only complain when I wake up and all my silverware's gone. Everybody, come on.
Jesus.
Tip your servers.
It's always silverware. Have you
I
noticed?
know.
It's always. I don't want to cast any aspersions.
It's always in a 1950s like
Yeah.
reference.
Exactly.
Who does that anymore?
Like a character from The Help.
Country club racism right there.
Yes.
Joe Manente, man, I never got a chance to publicly do this, but I'm going to do it now.
Here we
No
go.
way.
Pull your pants down.
Joe, I owe you the world, man. Thank you for Fourth Wall. You're the guy. It's weird. You're the man. Without you, dude, I never would have met Joey. I never would have done any of that shit. So I have to tell you, man, thank you. I owe you
welcome,
such a
Eric.
huge
Yeah.
thank you for that, man.
Bro, listen, I mean, you create your own opportunity. You put in a ton of hours, and, I just create a facility, and you've used it to your advantage, and that's what it's there for. You know what I mean? It's a place for people to come work on their stuff and to meet other people, and you happen to meet someone that was actually able to help you, and that is beautiful. You know what I mean? I like it when the community is able to come together and something good like that happens, or Luke's been really doing some great work.
Well, yours is. I feel like Fourth Wall was the
I just slipped him a 20 for saying that.
And the Virzis, I mean, you're like a different act.
Wait, who?
Well, no, I was gonna say like it's the only place I feel like in LA that doesn't feel predatory. It's like that's legitimately what it is.
I'm working on that.
Sorry, a bad sort of predatory. I like Joe's predatory.
No, my God, no. But you guys, I mean, from back in 2016 to now, it's like unbelievable,
dude. I was the first day we met Rocha was at Fourth Wall, and he was pissed drunk.
That's right.
And I think Luke was there too. It's like we all got along, and we just sat there for like 2 hours, I think, talking.
Yeah.
Because for us, that was like our escape. Like,
yeah,
it was amazing.
Not for the audience.
Yeah.
They wanted to escape.
It was back in the old day where it wasn't slotted. It was all just like first come, first serve, and everybody just.
I forgot about that.
So people would just. I mean, I know that we would go on, and Jake Cannon would come and just start. Anytime.
I remember that.
Anytime Jake was after us, he would just spend his whole set roasting us, and we didn't care because it was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, Jake Cannon was a beast.
But that's like when it was. That's like how it should be. It should be fucking fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, anywhere else you go in LA, it's like fucking smarmy.
Well,
it was hipsters trying to.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it too because it was kind of the Wild West in the sense that you let us have our own night. Like every host had a different kind of night. Like you had Travis Clyburn, and then people would host different things. And I loved it because like on Tuesdays it was kind of like, okay, it's totally your spot, but then like the host got to set the tone for how the show was going to be. And that's what I always loved about it was, when I met Luke, it was actually at your place. You've really fucked, dude. He's like the catalyst of all this.
He really is. Joe, all roads go through Joe Manente.
That's right. Yeah, sure, I wish.
You've caused so much pain in my life.
I mean, you're filtering out all that. It always comes through as positive. But if you like really looked at it, you'd be like, oh, but this place has been the source of a lot of fucking heartache and pain. You know what I mean?
Well,
oh my God!
Because you would do living room shows,
yeah.
And I remember,
I believe they were the virgin sacrifices, weren't they? Is that what you called them?
Oh my gosh, that's what they were called. Yeah. So how the show would work, constant listeners, Joe would get these knockout comics. Actually, he would get a good list. I mean, Jeremiah Watkins, I remember. Willie, who else? Willie Hunter was on a few. Yeah. And I remember going on those shows like Rob Puglisi, Andy Picaro, and then the rule of it was you always had one person that had never done stand-up before, and they had to do a set.
It's brutal.
It was so cool. But we go back even further than that, Joe Manente.
Yeah, we do.
Joe, I actually met at a bar show. It was at Maves or Residuals, whatever you want to call it. Was it? Yeah.
Well, same place, yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm having a beer with my buddies, and next thing you know, they're like, okay, we're going to do comedy.
Yeah, I know, the worst.
And everybody's like, ah.
Pull out the fucking hockey game. Great.
I didn't say like, okay, we're gonna do comedy.
No, it wasn't.
That was the vibe.
Yeah.
That's how everyone takes it, though. Is like,
exactly. And for good reason. For good reason.
And I remember looking behind me, and you had a killer set, and Justin had a killer set. Justin had a great
Sound like
set. I know, right?
Stop stealing his bit.
I'm sorry.
This man's been working his ass off. He comes some slack.
So
not in the gym apparently, but gotta take them when I can.
In the locker room, though, that's where it counts. They're putting a lot of work in there.
I'm sorry.
See how he was walking?
Holy shit. So it was crazy because I look over and you guys are setting up for a comedy show, and I'm like, holy fuck. And I don't know what it was, but I remember thinking, oh, if you can make people laugh in here, then fuck yeah, you've got to be a funny motherfucker.
Because that bar is not a good setup for comedy. If I remember, there's not like a good area.
No bar.
No, I was gonna say you show me a bar that really is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's just, and it wasn't built for it. Like it just we're going to do a comedy night, and it was like, oh okay. Nobody really knew it was coming. So I remember it was Justin was hosting, and then you were gearing up for your guitar. And I remember I went up to, because I watched a show, and I was like, I went up to Justin, and I was like, hey, or no, I went up to you. I'm sorry. I said, hey, who do I have to talk to do time on this show? And you were like, oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. I'm glad that you appreciated the show. And what you could do is just go over and talk to that man over there. His name's Justin. Go ahead and have a talk with him. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I was like, all right. So I walk over, and he's like, yeah, we do them once a month. And I was like, oh, well, I'd love to be on the show. And he's like, all right, well, do you got any tape or anything? And I was like, tape? Damn. You fucking...
Do I know this guy, Justin who?
Justin Shepard.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Oh, yeah. Back in the day. Yeah.
Familiar.
Really good comic.
He's a good dude.
So, anyways, I said, no, I don't got anything like that, man. I would just want to do... I'm new with it. And he's like, you know what? There is a show called The Virgin Sacrifice.
That's right.
And I was like, okay. So, I had done stand-up before, but just never, like, you know... with Joe or Justin. So I got on that show, and I didn't entirely eat a dick, but I wasn't all that grand either.
You did fine.
And then I remember just kept coming back. And then one day you were like, hey, do you want to host the Virgin Sacrifice show? And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, at that time, it was trying to get a hosting gig because you could get so much more time on stage doing that shit.
Just try flappers.
So, yeah, well, there you go. They've got enough.
I'd rather host the coronavirus.
How long were you waiting to put that one
Oh,
in?
this jumped right out of me. I couldn't even stop it. That was a Bronco right out of the gate.
So, next thing you know, though, I started doing those bar shows, and man, those made you good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it was fucking tough.
That was
but
the Marines, man.
It really was.
Welcome
I just
to the
remember
suck.
doing them, and then finally you and Justin came up to me, and you guys were like, "Hey, we want you to host the next one." Yeah. And I was like, "Really, guys?" And
We didn't want to do it.
Joe was like, "I'm not gonna lie to you, Eric. It's not exactly, you know, a ticket to Hollywood, but we just think that you'd be good at it, and you're looking for more time. So if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, I understand." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it, Mr. Manente." Way to go, Rusty. As he patted my head, my hair.
You went for it.
Yeah, dude, and hosting over and over and over and over again. I don't even know how many we did, but it was just, you got fucking good, and it was like,
Some people.
yeah, exactly. And then other people just ate a dick, and it was like,
Oh, yeah.
you really learn that. Like, I still say that bar and always fucking Oyster House with Rob Banks. That was always fucking.
Yeah, the old oyster.
Ooh,
That's
Jesus
one we never
Christ.
did that one. You've told me about the horror stories of
Yeah,
that place.
It's like fucking lashes on my back. Yeah, look at this. I'm like Django. This is what I had to go through. But then, I mean, you open up Fourth Wall, and it's just this whole other thing. Where did that idea come to you?
Oh, well, I just knew that I needed to get more time at age 35 if I wanted to get better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I cannot wait at the Ha Ha 2 hours a night. Like, there's no way I'll ever make it. I'll never make it because I won't be able to get the time in. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to build it right in here, and I have nothing to lose. And the first night, like 4 people showed up, 3 of which have never come back, never seen them again. I don't know if they ever. There's like 3 girls from like Pretty Funny Women that like didn't keep going. You know what I mean? But back at 16,
feminist improv troupe?
I have the sign-up sheets for the first like ones. I have your first sign-up sheet.
I was
your
there
signature.
second night.
It's going to be worth something, Luke. I've got it.
It was still the State Farm when we showed up. 'Cause
Yeah.
me and someone else were like
Like Chris
is this the
Sapp, probably
fucking
Ian
place?
Russo. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know. We thought it was like a fucking like someone was pranking us or something. We're like,
Yeah.
we literally thought it was an insurance office, and then I think like you came out or something.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
Yeah.
That's before you had the sign and everything up there.
Exactly. So it was, it was just like that. And then, but that was what the impetus was, just to give myself the opportunity to be on stage. And then it evolved. And then after about a year and a half of, observing and fucking being there every day. I mean, we're open every single. We only closed for the first time, just in quarantine. That's it.
Yeah.
We've been open, and we did Zoom mics, so we've actually never closed, I don't think, ever once. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then and what I always liked about it is you always tried new things, and no matter how much we shit on them, you were like, "Well, I'm gonna give it a try because none of you have ever opened a business." We were all like, "Ah, fuck, he's got us on that." All right, yeah, okay, but. I mean, so just going back, because we all found each other through that kind of sign up, because you had amazing comics, and it was cool because at certain times of the lineup, people would come in to watch
and then,
Andy Picaro and Puglisi and Chimborn and
Virtries.
Yeah, and it was holy shit. I never saw Virtries at the Fourth Wall in North Hollywood.
He didn't go there very much.
No, I always saw him at the Hollywood one, but then I remember just seeing more and more people come in, and it was cool because then you went to the slotted thing, and everybody was like, "Well, this is the beginning of the end." I don't know how this is gonna be. Well, I don't know. And it was just like, holy shit.
That was the end of the hang era, though.
Yeah.
Then it was business when we got slotted, but it's like
you can still hang. It's just
it's a little bit more
before
like
and after.
it's a little bit more structured. But you need that because if you really want to get the time and have things.
It's
Because it
definitely
gets
more.
unstructured real fast, especially with comics. Everybody starts fucking horsing about and acting
Yeah.
like a horse's patoot.
Well, I was gonna say, then it gets to the point where everybody just is hanging too much and nobody's paying attention. You can't get better. So it's like,
Then it's the Flappers Friday Night You-Who fucking mic when there's 27 people out in the hallway and
I hate
3 in the
those
fucking
scenes
room.
So bad, you know what I mean? But whatever. I mean, certain people love it, and so hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But you're right.
Yeah.
It was great though. I mean, anytime you wanted to get time in, that was the amazing thing. And I always thought that was the coolest. I legit became I'd say a volunteer in the best way, because it was just like, I wanted to fucking, you learn so much. How many sets do you think you've done?
Oh, I don't know how many I've done. I know I've watched over 50,000.
Fuck.
oh my god.
Jeez.
I've opened my comedy! Kill me now! What am I doing with my fucking life? Fuck!
That's harsh.
Yeah,
The,
dude,
the mic's just bleeding now.
I don't even know what I could compare that sort of misery to. Like, there's
That's
nothing.
That's like the John McCain of fucking comedy right there. Just fucking memorizing everyone's name so they can fucking tell them.
And Joe is always nice. He's usually always nice. I was like, hey, you fucking suck and I have to endure your 5 minutes. But all right, here we
that
go.
was always the best, Joe. You were always so nice, and then it was so great because I would come in at 8, and I remember thinking okay, no more of that nice bullshit. Like, the guy that was gonna give you a pity laugh just fucking got in his car and went home. And I liked being that guy because it was just like, no, you're not gonna fucking get away with that here. Just like, yeah, so I did this and now I'm Wolverine. And then everybody just go, they go, all right.
I do want to ask the worst bomb you ever seen, but real quick, my buddy's a Marine, and he wanted to go and watch us do open mics one night. So we took him to Paladinos, which if anybody doesn't know, it's like
God.
It's like this washed up 80s wannabe
That's
tribute
a
band
great
place.
stage in there.
Hey, I played a rock show out there, all right?
There you go. Wannabe washed up rockers. But anyway, so he goes there and he's sitting there for literally just 25 minutes, and immediately he's like, I need to get a drink immediately. Like, he can't do it. And that's only 25 minutes.
Oh, I love
50,000 sets is like literal waterboarding.
Oh, yeah. It's quite a bit.
It's just awful.
I've hosted probably in the neighborhood of, I think it's 38,000 or 40,000 shows in 4 years or so.
Yeah.
Fuck,
It's
man.
got to be a Guinness Book of World Records. I don't think anyone, just because of it's every hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and people do quick sets. So, I mean, I've just seen so many people, you know.
So for those listening, how the structure works right now is, well, actually, before we had to shut down, how it would work is you would start at what, 6 or what, 6?
Five, I
Yeah,
think it's
6.
Six is good.
How does it go? I'll let somebody else explain it.
It starts at slotted.
No,
It starts at in the afternoon time. Around 4 o'clock, you do the improv mic, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just a new mic starts every single hour. It's hourly. And they run about 50 minutes, so you know exactly how long it's going to be, when it's going to start, when it's going to finish. And that's it. And it just runs continuously all night, every hour on the hour, just like that. So if you want to do 6 sets in a night, you can do it like that. I wouldn't recommend it, but people do it. I think 3 is a maximum, and there's a point of diminishing return or whatever. But you know, that's what drives. You know, that's one thing my greatest observation is people do mics based out of fear of failure. I mean, and that's what it is. I talk about it for myself a lot, but that's what it is. There is this obsession with if I just do another mic, I won't, you know, I never practice to like really get good. You know, it's always in the back of my mind, I might bomb worse than I've ever bombed. And I work to avoid that as opposed to like going up there and crushing. If I do well, you know what I mean? I go up there, I do a good job, it's always fine. You know, but I'm never really looking forward to that. It's more if I'm nervous, it's because I'm trying to avoid a disaster. You know what I mean? And that's what motivates people to do 6 things in a night. They don't even know it, but I know it. You know what I mean? And now that I've pointed that out to you, you'll know it, and you'll notice it yourself too. But I would never try to talk down to someone. But I've watched so many that's the prime motivator. It's the fear of failure. It's it is emptiness. It's not for fulfillment. It's not a positive driving force that puts somebody up there 5 and 6 times a night. It's 100% to avoid pain. That's what it is. It's like I have an anvil on my foot and I want to get it off. Okay, that's what motivates a person to do anything, and that's the one thing. My biggest takeaway observing human nature in open mics is people do it to avoid failure, not to get good. That's what it is.
Which, to be like a lot of people that I've talked to, at least anytime Rocha's there, the anvil for them is Rocha's laugh. Because everybody assumes that if Rocha's laughing, it's because you just bombed a joke, and the only thing you hear is a big hearty bellow in the back.
That's true.
Of just Rocha just laughing at you. Because he's like, but it's a friendly laugh. It's a laugh that says, hey, I've been there before.
Yes, it is.
But everybody gets so insecure about it, and they're like, holy fuck, I'm bombing, and they can't get out of that.
Yeah, right.
So,
oh no, the bombing it's the best. Even when I first started going to mics like 10 and 11 years ago, it was compelling just to watch people not even do good. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was just something about an.
Try 3
mic.
people. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen you. Yeah. But no. Now, like when you guys are there, it's great. When I see the names and it's like, oh, I look forward to those mics. But no, I mean, an open mic is a compelling thing. I mean. After 8 hours in a night, it's hard. But for 2 hours, I'm always at least entertained for 2 or 3 hours. It's a good watch.
I think everybody because I always go into the open mic like, hey, I really want I want you to do well.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go to an open mic and be like, oh, everybody fucking sucks. I want to see people that are doing
100%.
100%.
I don't want to watch people struggle.
Yeah,
I want them to do good. And I mean, there's. Oh, God.
But then after you watch enough, you start losing faith in humanity, and then you just kind of.
I think after years, you start to like. I know this happened for me. Just starting to appreciate other people's work. Like when you would come in, it'd be like, okay, how is he going to twist that? What's the hook going to be? Or like now, I'll say like somebody like Nick Simmons, somebody out of New York. Before the mic shut down, he would come in. And I remember he was a new guy. It's like, okay, here's the premise. I wonder what the hook's going to be. I wonder what the punch is going to be. And it'd be great because then you'd be like, oh, fuck, that was a good joke. Yeah. But with other comics, that was always what was so cool, too, is, all right, where's the punch going to be? Like, there's times where I've been up there, I've done, 2 minutes of a bit that I wanted to work on, and I've looked at everybody and I was like, well, fuck, that's why I drove over here. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, well, let me try to. I was thinking about this in the car, which I hate doing. Yeah. But I've started to see like more and more comics that you love to watch, and comics that at least I'm interested in doing. They do treat it like I want to get this done. I got to get some work in. I got to see if this is a piece of shit or not. Josh Potter was somebody that I remember telling me, the fourth wall is a great place to say something for the first time.
Yeah.
He told me, he goes,
I'd agree with that.
and he said, he goes, I can be thinking about it on the train, and I'm like, I gotta get this out. And he goes, and I like fourth wall because it's a good place to do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Oh, and for a seasoned guy, that's very, very true, very true. And I don't want to discourage people about the emptiness thing. The byproduct is you get good.
Yeah.
The byproduct is you get good, but the source of that motivation really does come from a dark place, an empty place almost at times.
Well, I feel like you need. I mean, Rocha, Luke, and I guess we're like we like the O&A, like old school, like just busting balls all the time.
You guys are so like, and for West Coast guys, that's
Yeah.
very like.
And that's what I'm saying. Where it's like there's not a lot of that, at least in LA. It's all everybody's just like, hey, like I don't want to perform outside of my bubble.
Yeah.
Like I just want to do my diversity showcase, and it's just like, and it's just like that's fine, but that's not like why I got into comedy.
Yeah.
Like that's cool if you do that. That's cool, but like we always fuck around.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the whole. It's because I don't want to get a real job. I want to fuck
that's
around
like
and
the
tell
show
jokes.
after the show.
Exactly, yeah.
Watching you guys. Oh, it's so beautiful, and I love to see that. Sometimes I can't always participate, but like when I see you guys, that warms my heart to see you guys sit in the parking lot afterwards.
have a
Loitering.
heart?
Shitting on each other. What was that?
You have a heart?
Oh, I know, dude.
You're funny. You can't have a heart.
I know.
It's all of us.
well, and then you open other spots.
That's true.
I mean that.
Yeah.
How did that come to you?
Well, it just was a natural outgrowth of just
Demand. I feel like.
Exactly. You got to go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for a while you couldn't even fucking sign up. It was so.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the place. Wherever you go, it's
Yeah,
the place to
At
be.
the beginning of 18, it was really crazy, and then obviously people started fucking copying it and stuff like that. And hey, whatever, you know what I mean?
You really did. You set the fucking template, and like everyone ran with it. Like,
It's
you were
a
the
very
first guy to do that.
It's a very good model because based on who's copied it, you can honestly say, wow. Really, anyone can do this, but you know what I mean. Not just anyone would be able to like, conceive it, but like it's
You know who you are.
whatever. That really bothered me for a long time, but that's stupid because at the end of the day, I just got to run my own race,
Plus, it was just it was so efficient. You almost couldn't not do it that way.
Yeah.
It was.
Right.
It
But
really.
you just were the first one. I never even heard of fucking slotted. I didn't even know that was. And I was like,
Well,
wow.
I loved it because you could map out a good fucking night in
Yeah,
LA.
exactly.
It's like, are you kidding me? To
Yeah.
get up at 3 different fucking spots.
Well,
you
right.
could go to Hollywood. You could fucking end up at Koreatown.
Yeah.
And then you fucking end in North Hollywood. However you wanted to do it.
You
Like
could do that and stop off at the Comedy Store wherever
Yeah.
on the way, and other mics. There's other mics, but we got the other locations.
it was a hell of a business model, but
It was.
I mean, the thing of it though, like I said, and this is where it really, again, here's a little behind the scenes. I'll publicly thank you for this. I did it privately. So Joey was coming in. Joey walks in Tuesday.
Joey who?
Joey Diaz.
Oh, okay.
He's got his own. He's got his own
He's trying to make it
podcast.
seem like he's so casual with everybody. It's like, yes, Joey Diaz.
Like I was having dinner with Bob.
Church
Bob
of
De
what's
Niro.
happening now. And Lee used to come. But anyway,
Yeah.
go on.
So,
Yeah.
because I had he came in on a night that was not my typical night hosting.
I wasn't there. I for that first one. I
wasn't
overheard all
either.
this. Yeah.
So I think it was Lee started coming in because Lee wanted to
Lee used to
do the work.
15-minute spots with that fan, the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
I love Lee. I miss him.
I know.
I
I
squeeze his big old head.
So this is what was so great though is Joey walks in to support Lee, and I remember, we're sitting there and we're playing music, and I was always classic rock.
Yes.
That was always my thing. So Joey comes in, he's chewing his nicotine gum,
Right.
and I remember he looks over at me and goes, "So you like the Allman Brothers?" And I was like, "Oh, I fucking love them." He's like, "I got a song for you." And he was telling me about just all this shit. And then he started talking about Black Sabbath. And then we started to become chummy. And then he started going up and not just supporting. And then we started getting closer and closer and closer. I swear to God, dude, you knew the conversation was done when he stopped talking to you, because I was like, okay. Like I was trying to play it so cool where I was like, all right, I don't want to annoy him. I don't want to do any.
Right.
It's weird because you're like, I have so much in common with this dude. Like, we both love Colorado, and he saw the Rolling Stones at the same time my fucking mother did. It was like, holy shit. And then, because I was telling you guys this.
Yeah.
That he was, because I was like, fuck, dude, like, I love talking to that guy. And
You are very good at playing it discreet with big names.
Oh yeah,
because he did it. He fucking ran into. Did he tell you? Has he told you about when he met Tarantino?
No.
I'll tell that later on.
Okay.
He told me so many pointless things. And I never got that story.
Every time he goes to Amoeba, he runs into like a fucking double
That's amazing.
A-lister.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous.
He just long cons him into like getting them to be like, oh hey, can I do that? It's like it's masterful. It's masterful.
There's something about you that's very familiar.
He's a manipulative piece of shit, is what it is.
You have such a wide pop culture knowledge too that you can make conversation easily. You can like engage people. Like he knows about like classic rock. Like you know about a lot of shit that people like, and like you're a real fan of it, and people fucking love that. That's a good
true.
fucking hook.
That's true.
Well, and the thing that happened with Joey was just going up in front of him a lot too, because that was the funny thing was you said something one night where Joey walked in and everybody's assholes just tightened up.
Mine tightened up when you told me he walked in.
It made me laugh because it was just like, all right, guys, fucking loosen up a little bit, would you? Jesus Christ. Yeah. And even Joey was kind of laughing like, Jesus
I
Christ.
was there for that one.
So I remember talking like, Jesus, relax, everybody, take a deep breath. What the fuck you made like a Dennis Franz Farina reference. Fucking relax, would you? Have a cream soda, just fucking calm down, would you? And so, Joey went up, and then I remember afterwards you hosted, and you said, you go, oh, I'm going to do my A-list material night in front of Joey Diaz, because maybe he'll take me out on the road.
But that's literally why everybody's butthole puckered. I'd be like, this is my big moment. And it's like, it really doesn't matter. But
exactly. And that was because Joey was never like that. It was all right, cocksucker, you do good once. I want to see it again. Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, how do you do with this? How do you do with this? And so what it became was it was just friendly. And so I remember, though, is he started changing nights. He started going on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And I remember I asked you, I was like, hey, man, I hate to say this, but is there any chance I could switch to Wednesday? And you were like, yeah, sure. You're still coming at 8 o'clock, right? And I was like, yeah. And you went, yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's fine. Yeah. I was like, oh, thank you so much, Joe. And so then, I started meeting him up on Wednesdays and, again, getting chummy. And then it happened. I remember I had a really good set, and he kind of pulled me aside, and he's like, I want to talk to you. He goes, let me buy you a coconut water. Because he was drinking coconut water.
Those are fucking disgusting.
Well, he was telling me, he was saying,
gross.
these are really healthy, dog. I fucking hate them, but these are really healthy.
Oh, yeah, they're good for you. They're fucking
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So
Horrendous.
he told me it was a crazy thing. He's like, so I think you're really funny, and he goes, I how much time do you think you got? And I remember I looked at him, I was like, I think I can do 7. And he goes, 7? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, 7. Okay, 7.
Did he? That's fucking great.
It was so fucking... Because I run into so many fucking shit comics that are like, how much... Yeah, how much time you got? And there was a comic that came up to me and he was like, oh, I can do 45 minutes. And I was like, oh, God, no, you can't. I know you and you can't.
He's 2 years in or something like that, you said?
Yeah, it was fucking...
they can do it. It's just miserable the entire time.
Yeah, he says that I found out from another source that he says he's been doing it a lot longer, but I don't want to get into that. But anyway,
sounds like us, sir.
The thing of it was that never would have happened without you, Joe. Like if you like, and to a point where I asked you one time, I said, "Will you put me up after Joey?" And you looked at me and you were like, "Yeah, okay." And I remember. He looked at me and it was impossible. And I remember like just thinking like, oh fuck, okay. And it was like just trying to flow. It was so fucking hard. And I think that was what made him at least respect a little bit more because he was like, he liked that I did that,
Yeah.
and it was just like, okay, yeah, because it was like, fuck, I want to be able to do this, and then that's when we started talking about Paul Mooney and all that other shit.
Well, that's like the whole
But-
model of the Comedy Store is like, hey, if you want to be good, you're gonna have to follow the best.
Exactly,
That's true.
exactly.
So-
Yeah.
So that was the craziest fucking thing and then that happened, and then legit he was like, I'm gonna do set for my Netflix. I got something coming up for Netflix. I want to do it at Fourth Wall.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was
fucking
that was
great.
almost like it felt special to me because it almost felt better than the actual filming that they did.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not that it was, but it just for us it was. You know, what I mean? It was just-
Yeah. Well,
That's
and
like
too-
that's the dojo,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed to being under the.
and that he came in and fucking did that there. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
yeah, and at that time, you know, with him, because it was new rules and stuff, the fact that he came, paid, watched, and followed all the rules, it made my life so much easier because it was just like, well, if he can do it, then you can do it. You know, Johnny Mitchell or whoever. You know what I mean? Mitchell, if you're listening to this, you're a scumbag piece of shit. I fucking.
Well, and it was great though because then what I realized was going to. Then he told me, he was like, "You, what are you doing next? Whatever it was." And I was like, "I don't know why." And he's like, "I want you to come down to the Comedy Store and do the belly room with
I
me."
remember that.
And it was like, and I remember it was like, holy fuck. And I was just, oh my God, okay, I told him I could do 7. I can do 7. Do fucking 7, you pussy. Come on, God damn it. And then they were like, you're going to do 15.
To turn into fucking Nick Nolte.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So,
Jesus Christ, God damn it.
well, this is what ended up happening. Fucking, I tell Luke, and Luke's like, holy shit, that's incredible. I'll drive you. Because I didn't have a car then.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
fucking
Oh my god.
so Luke drives me in his fucking car, and we're listening to the Rolling Stones, and he's just shitting on the band all the way up. And he's like, "What? Don't you like this?" And I go, "Dude, just shut up. Then I don't want to listen to it. Just shut up."
I was singing along to it and shit, like changing the words. Oh yeah, we got into it last week. Believe me.
Yeah,
With the
he-
guy that was in charge of Prince's estate.
Oh yeah,
He's the biggest Prince. Dude, his fucking he was pissed when I said it like Prince.
Okay,
I heard
hang
it
on, hang on.
when I
We'll
listened
get
back
to
to
that.
it.
Side
We'll
story,
get
yeah.
to that. So, yeah. Anyways, then, that relationship happened, and we're still friends to this day, man. So I've never been able to say that publicly. So, Joe Manente, thank you, man. I owe you a
thank you.
shit ton for that.
Thank you, sir.
I'll give a thank you as well because when we were getting scouted. Well, sorry, when we were preparing to line up for America's Got
remember
Talent,
that too,
we
yes.
had our
Yeah, I
the casting
forgot.
director came that night and watched us there, and then that got us. We got sent right to the filming.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, so thank you.
If you have the balls to bring a casting director there,
Well, you know what's fucked. You know what's fucked up, and this is why I'm like really grateful. Is like we asked so many people at like all these spots, Flappers, all these spots. Hey, can we get 5 minutes? We're like trying to showcase for AGT, and they're like, sorry, we can't.
what the fuck, dude?
So
We
nowhere
have
did it.
dignity here, sir.
But nowhere did. Nowhere did. So forever grateful.
oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
So they tried everywhere else first, and when they couldn't, then they came to you.
Yeah,
That's
you
what he
can
just
fucking
Well, no,
suck
no.
it, Virzi.
Well, no, they wanted it. She went to multiple. So that was the
I'm
first.
bringing balls
first
in
choice.
get fucking fresh.
You think we're gonna let you on the stage with that thing on your lip? Here's a quarter. Have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
Dude. Such a good movie.
Scabbers.
Oh, I love that.
So thank you, Joe.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But all you guys are welcome. Thank you. Fucking, oh my God. Nostalgia. I'm about to start crying here.
Do it.
Yeah,
It wasn't that, doesn't it seem like that was only like 4 years ago? It wasn't even that long ago. It seems like
I said we were
forever.
doing fucking
It's so
construction
weird.
when we first started going there.
I remember.
We haven't done
that.
construction for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
I know it's certain elements seem like just yesterday, and other things seem like they happened 20 years ago. It's weird.
Watching a bad set seems like it takes 20 years for it to finish. I will say that. What's the worst bomb you've seen? I'll tell you, the one that we've seen. Alex was there the one night. He did a solo one, and it was this one guy who's like, everybody says I look like the Wolverine. Rah! What? Rah! Swear to God, had his claws up, and you could see his soul leaving his eyes, just melting away.
And then he thought he was going to do really good with that?
Yeah, he thought he was going to crush. And then he eventually just put the mic back down and walked out. And then I believe Rocha christened it with like, "You guys hear that? That's another dream dying in Hollywood," or something.
Oh my God.
Something along those lines.
Oh, it's amazing that anyone ever came back after hearing something like that. I'm just kidding.
Well, something like that is just.
I'm just fucking with
damn it.
you. No.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's a good one.
There's been some gnarly ones.
That's a good one. I can't. God, I can't pinpoint it. If people would bring things up, I'd be. It might spurn a memory, but.
You must repress most of them, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't remember anything, man. I don't remember anything even. But when people reference stuff, then I'll remember it. But it's just been so many. I don't remember my dreams either. You know what I mean? Like,
it's true.
So, whatever. But yeah.
Are the other spaces like still holding? If you want to go back, like Koreatown and.
It's all on hold. I don't know how much. I'm like, who's that fucking guy in the Bible that was holding up the pillars like this? That's what it is right now. You know? I mean, I don't. It could give away any day. I don't fucking know.
So it's like almost like a gentleman's like agreement. Like we'll hold it for a while.
There's so many metaphors that go through my head in a subconscious way. One of them is that guy holding onto the pillars of the thing, or like, I'm feeling, hold, the water's coming in. It's like, I only slept 3 hours last night, and I don't necessarily have anything. I have to get up and and I have to maintain these places, but I can't. I got ill, non-COVID related illness at the beginning of the year. I'm not sleeping at night. You know what I mean? It's just so much unknown.
God damn,
incurred a
Joe.
lot. It hasn't been easy, but whatever. It's strange. I feel great. But if I don't sleep again tonight, then I'm going to get sick again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I can
Gotta
imagine.
sleep, man. That's
yeah.
Well, at least they lifted at least a stay-at-home order for all of California today, which is nice.
I know. Well, yeah, that's because Gavin Newsom's recalls went up to
Yeah, shit.
1.2
That's
million.
fucking hilarious.
Yes, and he's going, "Whoa, shit! We got to save our phony jobs here."
Hey, conveniently, Illinois, Michigan, California, all
DC,
a couple
Chicago,
days after
New
the
York
election,
City.
Yeah.
they're all like,
New York
"Oh,
City
we're going to
started
open
it.
everything." It's like, man,
Yeah, well,
it's like so
timing is-
blatantly obvious what they're doing. It's just like, really?
Yeah. No,
And they won't even release the data here. They're going, why? Did the COVID cases go down? I don't know. Well, don't worry about it. They won't release the fucking statistics. They go, it's too complicated for people to understand, so we're not going to put it out. They couldn't even think of a better excuse than it. They literally said that.
They're like
That
patronizing
sounds
you.
so much. You could have
Very
come up with
insulting.
something fucking better than that at
Yeah,
least.
it's terrible.
They don't care.
No. Well, they clearly don't care. I mean, underneath his thing, he's backed by people that have real estate interests. We can't pay our rent. Our landlords can't pay their mortgage. Those big property values go down, and then those real estate interests that are backing him get to rebuy like a whole city block for
Yeah, I've heard that too.
1/3 of what. That's what's going on here. People think it's to save people's grandmas. No, it's a fucking real estate grab. Jesus Christ!
It really is. When you look at this whole thing, it's like it's been
Transfer wealth. Yeah.
It's been one of the best cons ever.
Yeah,
like
it is.
even if you're just like, hey, like just they're charged for every vaccine. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And everybody has. That's just like a brilliant scam that you can't get out of. It's genius, honestly. But no,
They've gotten everything they wanted.
Exactly.
Everything. It's
Well-
worked like a charm.
and they've been saying that a lot of like what Newsom's doing is like they're calling it the homeless industrial complex, where they're like, hey, all these homeless people just don't have anywhere to live. So what are we gonna do? They're gonna build these gigantic, $2 billion structures
Or
to house the
they'll
homeless.
force already existing places to take them in. That's what they do that too.
Well, exactly. They don't want houses, but it's like, for them, it's just a $2 billion money grab.
Listen.
So it's like, who cares?
all we need to figure out is where Pride is going to be this year. I gotta get my tickets. I gotta get my dick ready.
You got to get
I'm out of
tickets to
shape.
that?
Oh
Yeah, you do.
What's the difference between Pride and every other day in West Hollywood?
It's true.
Well,
It's just more of them together.
What's funner, Pride or Halloween?
That's a better
In West
scam than the
Hollywood.
coronavirus. They sell tickets just to be where they're always.
oh yeah, you remember? That's why I was telling. It's like West Hollywood. They were like, oh yeah, beers are like. I was like, I'll have one beer. And they're like, all right, that'll be $15. And I was like, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah, that's
They're like,
ridiculous
I'm a
over there.
fag. Can I get a discount? Like, Who do I gotta fuck to get
A
some
dicks count?
What happens at that? It's a parade? Like Halloween? Or what the fuck goes on at
The
gay
sucking
pride?
and the fucking.
Uncle Joe at Thanksgiving?
It's funny, you think that. I'm from, Berkeley, Oakland, San
I
Francisco.
know, that's what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I
I mean,
honestly,
they're all
I don't
going to
know.
hell anyways. But
I don't.
Yeah, that's a good point. But
So
I mean, is it a literal parade?
we have good
floats?
remedies for that, but I'm not going to tell you what they are anymore. The thing of it, that bombed. So the thing of it is, you can get like a whole weekend like pass. It's just basically
A pass to what, though?
I didn't even know they charge.
Oh yeah,
That's
well,
crazy.
There's a couple things. So you can go to the bars, and the bars are like just special. They don't cost anything.
You get like tickets or something?
Yeah.
Drink tickets?
Well, you get drink tickets. Some of them they charge a cover, and you got to go in because it's just a big dance party. It's all the
How is
gays
that
come
different
out
than any other night
because you
in
have
the-
more gays. You have more gays coming down there.
Oh,
because
right.
it's the
Hold on.
same way of like.
Variety, okay.
But now it seems like it's more of a common thing where just like straight white girls and woke white guys will
That's
go
a
there
good
just to
point.
show support. So it's
Yeah.
like you're not even getting
Those
your
people
pick
are
of the
just
litter.
taking up space. But this is the other thing that they
Taking
do
up
though
space.
is they close down a street and they have like booths where you can. Remember that cock ring toss game? Like you can throw a ring toss, and if you get it around one of the dildos on this board, you can win prizes. It's basically like a chamber of commerce meeting, but like you can go and like there's churches that are like, we support gays, and then
It's like a gay county
Yeah.
fair.
yeah, exactly.
Gay
and
county
then,
fair.
exactly. And then there's
That's
a
good.
stage
Okay.
where they
County
have
ferry.
musicians. Yeah,
They got
that,
live performance.
Exactly,
Okay.
they have live performances, and
Okay.
then
All right, it's an
I
event.
think
It's an
Lance
event.
Bass is there
Lance Bass.
a lot. I
They have
don't
like
know.
old.
Well,
like,
he owns. Well, never mind. I shouldn't say that.
No, he owns Rocco's.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
Okay,
that.
gotcha. Didn't know how public knowledge was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he owns it.
Huh.
Well, he owns part of it.
Yeah, he's part owner. Yep.
So
Well, I know because he used to hang out with Christina Aguilera, or no, I'm sorry, Christina Applegate. You got to put me on. And they
Applegate.
used to come to the fucking bowling alley all the time, and she owned Purple Frog right there by
oh wow,
She owned that. It turned into something else. That's where you and me with the stump or whatever. It was something else afterwards. But she owned that, so he owned Rocco. They must have been like bar fucking owners. And then Rocco's right across the street from the goddamn bowling alley. Maybe that's where they came in. I don't know.
well, no, not that Rocco's.
Oh, it's a
Rocco's-
different one.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rocco's
It's in
is
WeHo.
West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's right across the street. Did I ever? Oh God, did I ever tell you guys about that? So is it like that police station? Is that where it is? Like there's Rocco's, and then across the street from that is like the police
Oh yeah,
station.
yeah. No, there is. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys what
this is
happened
gonna
to
be
me
good.
over there?
No.
Okay, this is really bad. Okay, yeah. So picture it. This is bad, Mom. If you're listening,
What the hell? We're gonna get that
Oh,
bad of
yeah.
a story right now?
So I had been drinking coffee all day, and this was when I was like in my drunken stupor, like really really bad. And so I was
At least you don't still look like a drunken slob.
there. You go. So
Knives are coming out.
so long story short, I wanted to bang this guy, but then I had this rumble in my stomach.
Oh my god!
And I was like, oh, God, I got shit. And I ran out, and I was like, I can't do this. So he was, the whole time, even to this day, he was like, oh, I remember that day you were so nervous.
Oh, he was with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in the throes of getting it done. And then he's like, my stomach went, brrr. And he was like, oh, my God. Like, I think we just had an earthquake. I was like, move. So
What did you eat before?
it was just coffee. I was just drinking coffee.
yeah.
And so
Emergency coffee shits. Those are the worst.
it was terrible. So it was late at night. And so I ran.
There's more?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
ran to the bar, and they were like, sorry, we're closed. And I was like, holy shit. And my phone had died. And I was like, oh, my God. So no bar would let me into their bathroom because I think they knew, like, Jesus Christ.
You see it in your face.
Has that a huge shit on deck?
Oh, God. So I ran across the street, And if you notice, there's all that shrubbery in front, and there's a good distance
my
between
God.
where
Yeah,
the wall
man.
is
Oh
and where
my
the
God.
shrubbery is. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to shit right in front of this goddamn police station behind the shrubbery,
God.
but in front of the wall. And so I looked, and there was a bus that was coming, and I was like, okay, so the bus is right there, and it stops and it waits for the light, okay? So I was like, all right, fuck this. So I took off my pants, but the thing of it was it was still all muddy there, so I couldn't just keep them there.
Oh, God.
They get ruined. So I took off my socks just in case, and I took off my pants. I took off my underwear, and I remember I laid them on that wall, and I'm still wearing my shirt.
So you're Donald Ducking it.
Well, I look.
Donald Duck.
I look like Porky Pig,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
Winnie the Pooh.
I squat down and I do what I got to do, and I was like, oh my God, this is awful, and the bus stops right in front of where I am, and I gotta kind of like maneuver over to some
my
shrubbery
God.
where they can't see me. And so I'm like, fuck, I ain't taking toilet paper or anything. So I just took those underwear. I was like, fuck it, I'll use these. And so I do what I got to do. And that bus goes forward. And I'm like, okay, thank God. All right, so I clean myself up, but I'm still naked. But I look over, and there's like 12 people watching me with their mouths like gaped
Holy
open.
fuck.
And the bus had stopped. There was a bus that I didn't see, and it stopped as I was watching the bus in front of me. The one to the right of me pulled up, and it had to stop because it wasn't in service. Something was wrong. And so all these people that got out of the bus
Oh, my
are
God.
looking at this mysterious Porky Pig man taking a shit in front of the police station.
Sounds like you got busted.
Oh my God! Throw him out of here now.
Please.
That was good. See, I could never think of that.
You shouldn't. That's why you're more successful than me.
That's why you own a business and you're successful.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't say that. God damn.
Oh, God.
I just can't believe you took off all your fucking clothes.
Yeah, I didn't want to get them dirty.
At that you're shitting in public, and that's your concern. Is hey, I might get a little scuff on my fucking on my dickies.
On my Oshkosh.
Well, how was I how else was I supposed to shit?
Dude, you just put them down to your ankle.
Show
I
me.
guess-
Eric just got on the floor and opened his mouth. Usually he has to pay for this. Lucky night.
I mean,
We're gonna call this a Sylvester Stallone episode.
Did you go back and bang that guy or what?
No, at that point I threw my underwear away, and I put my pants on and I ran away from the people. Like I thought they were gonna pull like a fucking Richard Ramirez, like get him.
a literal bear just taking a shit and running off.
So
Somebody
no,
was watching that and jerking off, though. Somebody over there was that part of town. There's a
God,
fucking depraved man.
nah, I don't know, dude. They're pretty clean over there.
You know what's funny is I know exactly the
It was
spot
the
you took a
German
shit.
guy.
I know exactly where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, I hope if everything works out that they're gonna put a little plaque next to.
So like fucking Martin Luther King's boyhood home. Eric's
Yeah, a little monument at the
Yeah.
Pride Parade.
A rainbow toilet just coming up.
If you make it big in comedy, build that for yourself at a
I
minimum.
will. I'll put a little plaque on a wall.
You know what's fucked up is even the bars wouldn't give you a chance though to like take a shit. If you were just like you can maneuver your way in there and be like, hey, I'll give you fucking $10. Let me
Oh,
take a
dude.
shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, and you're gay.
Like,
Like, I feel like the gays
no.
be like,
get out of here.
God, Eric, I hope you fucking break through, bro.
Me too, Joe.
Because there's no just to fucking have a gay comedian that's not like queer. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That-
Tim
that-
Dillon's not a thing.
That isn't. There is no comedian out there. like
Tim
that.
Dillon is pretty big. He's
Who
I
is
like
that?
Tim Dillon.
oh,
Is he
he's
gay?
great. Oh, but you don't know who Tim is?
I've
Yeah,
never
Tim's
heard of him.
I
Tim's
didn't
gay.
know that.
Oh yeah, Tim Dillon's fantastic.
What
Highly
is he-
recommend.
Does he dress like a mechanic?
Yes, he
Yeah.
wears a Ralph
I
Lauren
had
polo
no
pretty much
fucking
every
clue he
day.
was gay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's great.
exactly. He's fantastic.
There's
gotta check him
I've
out.
come around. Like I like Hank Chen.
Hank's is sweet.
Hank's great.
But he's very gay and Asian. There's a couple of guys doing that.
Gaysian. Yeah.
Asian. Yeah.
No, I like Hank because I had him on a show once, and we actually talked comedy because I misjudged that dude too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was always like, fucking, this guy's gonna be a social justice warrior that just doesn't care about
no.
comedy.
Yeah.
And the thing of it
Yeah.
is he gives a shit about comedy though. Like he fights for the causes he believes in, but he'll joke about them too. Like that's
Or if it's
what I've
funny, he'll
always
laugh.
respected.
Even if it's offensive to him, he'll still like.
Exactly.
Yeah, he really is a fucking curveball. That guy. Like,
He
you
is.
can't-
Yeah, that's
You
Hank.
think you got a peg?
Hank
Hank
can think for himself. For sure.
And then I'm trying to think of other. Oh, Dylan Sullivan, I love.
Oh, Dylan's great.
Dylan's great. I know.
He came to the mic when we were doing Outside on Mushrooms, and then he didn't go up.
And then I'm trying to think of.
I think he just moved to Texas.
Yeah, he did. I like Chris Violta too. He's bisexual, but
Oh, Chris, what a sweetie.
he's
Half a queer.
Yeah.
No, Chris is nice.
Did you plow him?
Violta. No, I don't think that we would work.
Oh, okay. But you like the real queers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
flamboyant ones.
Yeah.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, he likes the twinks. The like very
Bill
twinky
about
twinks.
Thorne and Sling Blade here.
I was gonna say this. This
Funny, funny queer.
This feels like the fucking communist, like the McCarthyism. Are you a communist or not, Mr. Rocha? Are you queer, sir?
Oh, man.
Yes. Well, I am. I did attend meetings where we discussed different shades for the season. And Mr. Rocha, are you a queer, sir?
Those old fucking hearings are great.
Aren't they though?
There's always people just like walking right through the shot, like walking around. Like people just
That's
like
true.
They like bend in, like everyone's always got like. He'll like bend in front of Jimmy Hoffa and he's got like a cigarette hanging out of his fucking mouth and moves the papers around. It's like, wow, things have really fucking changed. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even like those old, like if you watch shit of like the whole Kennedy assassination, like it looks like they're doing like the newsroom was in someone's living room. There's like wood paneling behind them.
Yeah,
There's people
paneling.
walking back and forth right through the news like shot, and you're like, what the fuck is going on back there? Like walking around drinking a beer and shit, just like it was pretty fucking casual.
Yeah.
It's funny how far it's come.
We always talk about it, but the scenes in Hoffa between Kennedy and Jack Nicholson.
I don't know what you're trying to prove, Mr. Hoffa, but you're proving it. You're proving
I ain't
it.
trying to prove anything.
I prove what? That's so great. It's one of my favorite scenes.
You ever hear no workers? They just start yelling at each other. At least I don't need I don't need my brother to wipe my fucking ass for me. You know what? I beat that trumped up charge downtown. I'm gonna beat this one again. Fuck you and fuck. What's he say?
It's fuck you, fuck your guts, and fuck your brother. What? What the fuck did you say? Such
What's
fucking
he say?
great
I
scene.
can't. I want to say it. I gotta say it. What is it? Fuck
What?
you. Fuck.
Fuck you, fuck your threats, and he does that thing with his hand. He's like, fuck you, fuck your threats, and fuck your brother.
Fuck you. Fuck your threats and fuck your brother. And he walks
So
up. What
great.
did you say? I don't know what you're trying to prove, Mr. Hoffa,
That guy
but
was
you're
a
proving
great
it.
RFK. That guy looked just fucking. That was good casting.
Oh,
He looked
those
just
were
like him.
fucking great. Did
That's
you
a
ever?
good movie.
I'll have to watch it. Yeah.
That's way better than The Irishman. I've never seen Hoffa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoffa's fucking awesome, dude. David Mamet
yeah.
wrote it. That's all you need to fucking
Oh,
know.
is that Mammoth? No
Yeah,
shit.
Mamet
I
wrote
gotta
that.
watch that.
Yeah. I worked on a man movie that was the only I got to talk to him one time, and all I said was, "Thank you for making Hoffa." That movie literally changed my life.
Wow.
He goes, "Oh, thank you," because it's the only movie I ever worked on that I didn't get fired off of. That's what he said to me. Apparently, he got fired off of everything.
I worked with Mammoth on a play.
Really?
Yeah. in
Holy
San
shit.
Francisco. Yeah. Right after I graduated from college.
Like, were you in it or you were like on the crew?
Well, I'm sorry, Joe. We're out of time.
I know who was
That's
talking
awesome.
about theater. Yeah,
No, I do. Go.
I didn't get to talk to him very much or anything like that, but
He's a weird guy.
oh yeah, he's like
He's not super approachable.
No,
I got introduced to him. I got lucky because it's
I was
something in the
just
crew.
watching. I have nothing really to add other than that happened. You know, that's it on that one. Nothing.
I went to the first time I just moved to LA.
He doesn't
and
like actors. I will say that. Yeah, that's
Really?
He did something where he read from his new book. He did like a presentation. He read like a chapter from his new book in front of everybody at like UCLA, and then he had like an autograph signing thing after it. And I was like one of the first fucking people in line, and I was like, he just seemed kind of cagey, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't hate the bug, man. Can I maybe get a picture? He goes, no. He goes, I don't want to take a picture. And then there was a hot chick, like 3 things. He goes, I'll take one with her though, and pointed to the fucking girl, and I was like, ah! I was like, I hate you, and I understand. And I just like,
Jesus
but he signed.
Christ.
He signed. I think I had him. What did he sign? It might have been my Hoffa. I think he signed Hoffa for me.
What?
Yeah, I think he signed. I had him autograph something.
Yeah, Mammoth's he's great.
He, not even like a dick, just like almost refreshingly honest. He wasn't like fuck you or anything, but he was like, nah. He's like, I'll take one with her. His daughter's a fucking doll too. Was Zoja Mamet? Oh my god, she's so cute.
Really?
She's on Mad Men. Yeah,
Did
she's weird looking. I like her though.
Didn't Al get autograph with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
He did. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger is promoting his book, and they like wanted guys that were like buff to come on stage, and of course they had the Make-A-Wish guy there too. But they all got on there, and then
Wait, it was for a Make-A-Wish Foundation?
No. They got
thought Alex
they
was
got
the
a bunch
guy.
of buff guys.
I'm sorry, I could tell you're gonna die soon. This poor guy is at the end of his line already. No, Mr. Schwarzenegger.
That's if they don't kill him first.
Yeah. Make sure you get the oxygen nearby for him.
God damn it.
That's a great picture of him, of those guys together, too.
So they specifically seeked out buff guys, and then they literally just wheeled some guy right up like by the table. That's what I'm saying, to make it look more inclusive. And then he got a photo, and then got his book signed immediately.
Then Alex jumped in to push the wheelchair like in fucking Dunkirk. When those guys are trying to get on the boat, they're just grabbing any stretcher laying around and fucking took it on. This is my cousin, and the kid's like, "No, you're not." He's like, "Shut up." And Alex fucking put his hand over his mouth.
It was his profile picture on Facebook for like 7 years straight. And I'm like, dude, you have to change.
That's great.
Then I remember we were talking one night, and didn't he fucking try bringing that picture to Arnold to have him sign it or some shit?
He was gonna try and meet him again. Yeah.
How? Where?
It might have been when you were lifting with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were teasing him one time. You were like, why the fuck would you bring a picture? What do you want him to say? Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
And then what did you say, Luke?
I'm having a total recall. Get the fuck away from me. I love that one.
God damn.
Yeah, he was gonna be like, "Oh, do you remember?" And he's probably just gonna be like,
I wonder if
What
he's
do you
going
want,
to the
dude?
new. I wonder if he was going to the new Golds because they just reopened it like last week and it's all outdoors now.
Oh yeah.
It's really fucking nice. They really did it up.
"Probably is."
Although, fuck, he can't catch COVID or he'll die.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go. 'Cause
I bet
know
he's
when they
probably one of the
reopened in
first ones to
July,
do-
he wouldn't go. And he's like, no one's wearing the mask. He showed up one day and like none of the people had a mask on. So
He got-
but
he
then
got
his
the vaccine,
fucking
I think.
kid would come in and work out
Oh
with
yeah,
no
he
mask.
surely got vaccinated.
Yeah, I think he got the vaccine.
Yeah.
No, this is in like July.
Well, I know
Oh yeah,
now,
I'm saying now he has it. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's at high risk and he's rich, so I'm sure he.
Yeah.
He's
3
a-
fucking heart attacks.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's his fucking steroids, dude. That shit destroys your
But his
body.
dad also died of a heart attack. I mean he's a double whammy. He's got like
Yeah, genetic and fucking
Yeah.
did it to himself. I told you I had that fucking. When I talked to him, he had all this weird blue shit in his eyeballs. Like I was talking because like I worked in a machine. He's like, can I look in? And we did fucking rear delts
Oh,
together,
I love
Arnold
it.
and I. And he had this weird blue shit in his eyes. And when I was talking to him, and I was like, is he like fucking Mr. Freeze for real? Like what's going on? Like it was weird looking. It was like vibrant weird blue. And I told my dad, and he was like, yeah, it's from a fucking story everybody did in the 80s. And if you did too much, it like crystallized in your eyeballs. I could see it. It was so weird. I was like, I'm so close to him. He just like walked around in there like in his jammies and shit. It was
I
great.
just pictured you caught his gaze like fucking Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah. Luke.
Have you seen his son down there, Joseph?
Yeah, he's there all.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, he's there all the time.
The
Or he
big
was
Mexican
there.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fucking
He got
hot.
fucking. I don't know if he's on something because he got huge, really fucking.
Of course
fast
he is.
Oh, yeah.
In like a month or something like
Oh,
that.
I haven't seen him recently. I was seeing him on YouTube. It was a clip from like a year ago.
Yeah.
He has Arnold's body.
He does.
At that point, he didn't have steroids, but the structure, the detail, that's exactly what
He
Arnold
might
would
not.
look
I
like.
don't know if he's doing like Roy because he's not that big and cut up, but like
No,
You don't
he got
need to be,
big.
though.
His back is fucking huge. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's just got a beautiful frame. You know,
I know. I'd love to come on that back.
Oh
let me tell
my
you.
god! But isn't it funny that the other
Paint
ones are
that
built
back.
like Schreiber and look nothing like him, and then the Mexican kid looks just fucking like him. They look.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that the one he had with the
Yeah.
maid?
The maid.
Yeah.
the help.
It's so wonderful that he's stuck with that kid and is involved with him as a young.
That's gotta be
adult.
awkward.
Yeah, after they proved parenthood that he's like, all right, I'm going to be a father.
Oh, I mean, jeez, you don't even have to take the test. Just look at the guy. It's ridiculous. You know?
This is your son. That is not my boy.
His name's Joseph?
Yeah.
yeah,
no.
Joseph Schwarzenegger.
He is a weird looking fucker.
he
I mean, I
tried
know
to-
I'm no Clark Gable, but Jesus Christ,
He
this guy's
tried pulling away, but the kid fucking pulled up the bumper so his car wouldn't go.
Superman.
It just looks like a tan Arnold is basically what it comes down
Yeah,
to.
bigger lips.
He's not quite as handsome as Arnold was, but it's him.
Yeah.
I think he's hot. I do, and I'm not into muscly guys like that, but
yeah,
god
He
damn.
does kind of look like him.
yeah.
How
Yeah, you
come
can
you
see
never roided, Virzi?
I thought about it.
Look at these natural genetics he has. He
I
didn't
know.
need
Look
to.
at you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you do the muscle tit dance?
I can't
One at
do
a
it.
time.
There you
Okay,
go.
slower. No.
Why did
No,
you
it's
even
slow.
start?
He always lures me. I told you he lures you in. He does it with everyone.
I've got you to do more dumb shit.
Oh yeah.
just put it in your mouth. Watch. I want to show you a trick. Watch, I can get one of my balls to light up.
I thought about doing D3 football, and I would have roided for that.
Yo, yeah, dude, don't roid for D3 football. You know what I mean?
I would have though, because it was like
You
if
had
I was
to
gonna
have.
go, I would get fucked up. The people nowadays, they're huge. 250, me against a 250
Yeah.
fucking linebacker. Are you kidding? So that was the
What
only
about
way.
HGH? Is that any more or less dangerous, or is it about the same?
way more dangerous.
Is it apples and oranges?
Well, they give HGH to people who are like short to help them grow.
Growth hormone grows all your muscle tissue, not just skeletal muscle tissue. It grows
Yeah.
smooth muscle tissue, which means your organs, your bones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
That's probably
growth
worse.
hormone. It's they get it out of cadavers, dude. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's from
I
the
didn't know that.
pituitary gland.
I
Like
thought
if you have
Stallone was taking
gigantism,
it.
you have your pituitary gland gives you too much of that. You keep growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
But it's not pretty. It's like your forehead gets big and your wrists, and there's a point of diminishing return where your arms start to grow and your gut gets big. And,
Oh, yeah.
and you just look out of proportion. In your it's just horrible.
I've kind of seen that with people that cycle off of steroids. Like they'll do a cycle, and then you watch them like detox, and they get like bloated and like fucking they look like shit.
Oh, but it's all bad. And like even Rogan, even like if you look at like some recent things of him taking off his shirt like on his podcast, and he's got a great doctor that monitors everything that he takes, and he's got a little bubble. He's got like the 6-pack, but like a little bit of a gut. You know what I mean? And he's
Within
still
his
super
50s,
athletic and strong and everything for his age and everything. But like
He has
I don't-
TRT.
TRT, of
Yeah.
course, but they're on a little cocktail of like a safe amount of all kinds of different shit, especially if they're rich, because that shit's
Oh, yeah.
expensive.
I thought he did a lot back in the day. His head is so fucking weird.
He's very open about it. He's like, I'm on this, and this, and it's caused this, and that. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see
I've
that.
heard what's his name just make fun of him blatantly, like when he was drunk. I couldn't fucking believe it. What's his name? He used to do the Man Show. The fucking famous guy.
Carolla?
Stanhope.
Stanhope.
Oh,
yeah.
Stanhope.
And I was like, yeah, that's why your fucking head's so big, because you took all those steroids, you meathead and shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
really?
Oh, yeah, you
Stanhope
fucking let him
doesn't
have
give a
it.
Fuck. Dude, Rogan is an interesting dude. I saw him a couple years ago sitting on a stool at the Comedy Store just in the hallway, and Lee Syed and a couple other guys are built the same way. They are like a normal sized man from the waist up, with a big neck, wide shoulders, and a big head, and then they have no legs. They're just like not muscular, but their legs are very short. They're all spine and torso and stomach, neck, and it's very. It was. I'm like, wow, like that's weird, man.
Yeah.
Like, and even when you see him on camera,
I
you
just
don't
bet
notice it.
you and Mark Maron going, wow, that's weird, man.
Yeah, it's
What-
weird. And he was sitting like this, like very like
Posture, yeah.
postured, and it exaggerated. I'm like, that guy he looked like who's that? Johnny Bravo is what he looked like. You know what I mean? Like, it was weird.
So when we were doing Kill Tony, we were going to go on, and like someone like shoves me and Sean from behind, just like kind of see and like get a view, and we like look back, and it was fucking Joe, and
Yeah.
Joe was just like, he's our height. I don't know. They say he's 5'8". He's all right.
Oh, he's not 5'8".
Yeah,
He's
no,
5'6" maximum.
He's
shorter than you guys.
yeah,
He's
but
a
he's
fucking
like
tiny little guy.
literally just like he's like a fucking upside down triangle where
Yeah.
he's just lumbering in. But his arms are huge. I mean, his
No,
legs.
I wouldn't want to fuck with that guy.
Oh no, I wouldn't either. But
Yeah.
but his neck is like it's like a fucking tree
You
stump.
could never knock that guy out.
Oh no, no,
yeah,
never.
yeah.
He would fuck me up. Dude, have you seen the video of him doing kicks?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
He
it's brutal.
teaches like George St. Pierre how to do a spinning back kick, and that
yeah, he's
would
really
make you
flexible.
Yeah.
yeah, I was
make you
like,
bleed internally.
shocked.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. He's impressive, like impressively athletic. But I was just
yeah.
he's built
His neck
very
is huge.
like.
Have you ever seen Luke's
Crazy.
bubble when he's yelling?
Luke's bubble?
Your little goose egg?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing gets
Yeah, it
huge.
blows up like a fucking like a Jesus lizard or whatever it is.
Luke's great, bro.
It's fucking huge. It's
Luke's,
scary.
I've seen Luke down at the in the old dungeon
Oh,
gym,
that's
dude.
right. I
pumping
fucking
the
missed
arms.
that place.
Yeah.
God damn, I
Wait,
love
did you
that.
hear Arnold do like the grunt?
Yeah, once or twice. Yeah, he was like,
Really?
Once
yeah,
or twice.
Yeah, I heard a couple times. And I was like, oh my god, it was so iconic. But it was weird because he shows up in a lot of his Instagram videos. He's got this like helper guy. And like they speak German. It's so weird to hear him like fucking speak German. It's like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot that he
Does
actually.
he
like,
really?
Yeah, he's like, "Are you slugen starken Egan?" And like some Like some like fucking nerd will walk by in the gym and be like, I can slug it, and they'll start laughing. I'm like, what did he say? What did he say? I gotta know. I wish I knew. Sucks. I want to know.
He must be talking shit. Because I feel like
Probably.
anytime, like, Mexicans, if you're around Mexicans and they Spanish, they're talking shit about you.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You know when they do, and it's kind of quiet, and then you hear them laugh, you're like, oh, somebody just got
yeah,
fucking
you're talking shit.
The best was when hot chicks would come over to meet him, like, Arnold, because they had to show everybody that they were friends with them, and he would hold on to them way longer than he needed to. A lot of back rubbing and touching, and big fucking fake titties squeeze mushing up into his face. I'm like, fucking A. That's
the life. That's why you
he
do
did
it.
that. I know, no shit. And he's like 70, and he's still got like 11s fucking hanging all over him. It's great.
My friend was was dating this writer, and he worked on like CapEx for this movie, and I can't remember what the fuck the movie was, but Arnold had requested 4 trailers, and and so they had to go to him, and they were like, "Okay, we just need to know why you need the 4 trailers." And he said, "Okay, the first one is for like the craft services. Just it's going to be very a VIP, and you know all that." He goes, "Second one's obviously where I sleep. And so the third one's for like a gym. Anybody has access to that, they can use it. It's very good for them." He goes, "The third one is for plow chop, or the fourth one is for plow chops. So I think what we can do with it." He goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "What are?" And he's like, "Plow chops. What are plow chops?" And he's like, "That's like," and he's thinking food, and he goes, "Yes, for plow chops." And he goes, "Well, I'm sorry. What are plow chops?" And he goes, "You see, because when a girl gets on her knees and she gives you a plow chop." And the guy was like, "Oh, blowjob." So I don't. To this day, I don't know if that story's true.
That's hilarious.
But they said that they never understood what a plow chop was. He thought it was like a pork chop. He's like, "Is that like a German pork chop or what the fuck?" It's a plow chop.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
Did you ever hear Bill Hader's story? It's about, he used to be like as an assistant. Like Bill Hader worked on sets and shit.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a great Arnold story. He worked on Eraser, and I think he worked on something else. But like, he just sounds fucking obnoxious to work for. Like obviously, but yeah, Bill Hader's got a fucking great story. I think his WTF when he was on with Maron is like, it's like years old, but he told all his like he got fired off the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie for fucking up a lockup, and somebody walked through the shot like, "Who the fuck did that?" And it's pointing at him, and he got fired like on the spot.
Shit.
It's fucking awesome.
Dude,
Yeah, he's got good Arnold. He does a good Arnold impression too. He's pretty good.
I think it was he the assistant. I think I banged who's the
George Takei?
yeah, George
Must
Takei's
get it.
assistant was at the Bullet Bar, I think. And I still don't know if it was him, but he was like,
Which is
I
Henry
go,
Chen.
so what do you do? And he's like, I'm a personal assistant for somebody very famous. And I was like, "Who?"
D-list.
And he was like, I can't say it, but let me just say, if gays were in space. And I was like, "Oh, George Takei." He's like, "Shh." I was like, "Is that who it is?" And he was like, I don't really want to talk about that." And I was like,
Then why'd
"All
you bring
right,
it
well,
up?
are we gonna fuck her?" And he's like, "Yeah, you and him." And it was this other Jamaican guy who had an enormous dick. Sorry.
And
Yeah, we were. It was a
Where
weird.
is this?
It was a weird theme. It was Bullet
The
Bar.
Bullet Bar. It's right up the street from you.
you're very familiar here.
We've dropped him off.
We dropped him off.
Everybody's
Going-
dropped me off of that bar.
He goes and they have a fuck tent. You've never heard of that?
on Burbank.
Yeah.
Oh,
Burbank.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible. This poor Jamaican beat that kid.
Oh, you
up.
told me that's. I remember that story. You told me
Oh
that.
God, it was so
And then
vicious.
what do? You sit
Did
there
he
and
did he
watch?
talk dirty? What did he
Well,
talk
no,
dirty?
I took the front of the kid and then
They put him on like a spit.
How often does that happen?
not a lot. That was a very rare. That was a very rare thing.
Did you make eye contact?
Actually, no. I took the back. I'm sorry. I took the back because the poor kid in the front was just this Jamaican guy, literally
Sword
fucked
swallowing?
the hell out of this poor
Whoa.
guy. I don't know. I was like, oh my goodness.
Was he like crying and stuff?
No, you could hear him gasping for air
Oh
because
my
it was
God.
yeah. What ended up happening was
Do you need a breath, man?
Oh Oh my god.
He told him basically, he was like, oh my god, he's like, I don't, this, it was a young, like 23, 24-year-old kid that was really gullible.
Chinese finger trip.
It was basically like that. And he was like, he's just like, I can't believe you guys think I'm so hot. And he goes, try this. And I remember hearing him, and I was like, oh my God.
Fuck.
And he, like,
You're making me gag.
Nah, saw what you did there. Boo.
It was so fucking mean, though.
Wow.
Like, you don't really know how nice you are till you see somebody else fuck, and you're like, oh God, I'm a pussy compared to what this guy's doing.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Oh my God, Rick.
You're like, boy,
That's what he
I
asked
need
for.
to. Yeah, exactly. And it made me mad because I was like, I'm gonna start fucking railing this guy. And then the Jamaican got mad, and it was like we were trying to fuck like he was the pawn, and we were just trying to push him back.
It's like a twink seesaw.
Who's your Trinidad? Dumb.
Fuck. Oh God. Well, Joe.
Rick.
And on that positive story.
Oh my God. We covered a lot of ground tonight.
We certainly did. I wanted to bring you on to thank you, man. So thank you for
appreciate that.
everything, JoJo. And hey, what do you know about this ban being done now? Is it or this stay-at-home order, I should say? So can you do stuff outside or no?
Outdoor dining's going to open up on Friday
in LA County or in
LA County.
In LA. Okay, great. Well, we'll probably bring back some version of outside mics that'll be open to the public.
Dude, I feel like they have to. I mean, even just like
Yeah.
we were in the airport today and everybody's fucking crowded and wearing, as long as they're wearing a mask, who gives a shit?
Yeah, people are getting vaccines that need it, you know what I mean? And Newsom's going to get recalled if he doesn't fucking do something. So
I think it's too late.
Let's hope.
yeah.
For him anyway.
It's
He's
going to be
so
on the
close.
ballot. You have
Only
to-
a couple
you have to
100,000 more,
vote on
man.
it.
They're fucking close.
Yeah, they're right there. It's
But
going
if
to happen.
But if they vote on it, I mean, isn't it all just like Democrats? They'll just be like, nah,
Yeah,
we're
but
keeping
so
them in.
that
much
guy
today,
from
who's-
San Diego is going to make the push.
Oh, yeah.
The mayor down there.
He's good.
He's a Republican.
Yeah.
But he's a California Republican that probably
Yeah.
believes in, who's, socially liberal, but just actually believes that you might want to balance the budget. You know what I mean? Like, just,
Yeah.
just,
He's not an Oklahoma Republican, but
No.
I'll still take a California Republican.
Oh,
over
no.
fucking-
I loved Arnold as governor just because he made it so you didn't have to get your car registered every single year. It's
Yeah.
just every
It
other
was
year.
astronomically fucking high, too. It's like
Exactly.
coverage is like $450
Yeah.
fucking dollars. I'm like, did they fucking change a thing in a computer?
Anyways, I'm
It's one
sorry.
keystroke.
Eric's trying to sign off.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
We dove in.
No, you guys are good.
You really open those floodgates.
I was trying to sneak a peek of Alex's robe here.
Yeah.
How are you, Al?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Just editing some stuff.
He's editing our vlog, which you can find on our YouTube page, Virzi Triplets. Also follow us on
They all
TikTok.
get the same voice when they do it.
Do you notice that,
I
though?
just noticed it now.
See?
So you
I'm
turn into
telling
another
That's our
guy.
salesman. That's our Billy Mays voice. Yeah.
Billy Mays.
Yep. Rip.
You know, so my friend had such a great joke. Remember when Billy Mays died? It was like that week. It was crazy because Michael Jackson died, and then who all died that week?
It was for sure Michael Jackson and Billy Mays.
Okay, so it was Michael Jackson, and then I remember my
Was
friend
Goldie
called me.
Was Goldie on that time too? Or Farrah? It was
She's
Farrah
still
Fawcett, I think.
alive. Yeah.
No, Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this who died, it was a celebrity, Farrah Fawcett, Michael Jackson. And I remember my friend called me up and he's like, "Yeah," he goes, "God, 3 celebrities dead 1 week." He goes, "But leave it to Billy Mays to throw in that 4th one for free."
Nice.
I thought it was a lovely joke. All right, so you already promoted your shit.
At Virzi Triplets, VIRZI. TikTok. I know TikTok, please.
No, he's getting a lash.
757,000 strong.
Make sure you get the TikTok.
Let's go.
over there. 750,000.
Let's go.
Would
Is
you
it
stop
really?
talking over each other? This is why.
750,000.
Wait, how many?
757,000. Yeah.
757,000.4.
Those fucking Japs love you guys.
Yes, they do.
They're about the same height as us.
You have no honor.
Yeah. That's awesome.
take it.
That's a lot.
Sure is.
Alrighty, Lukester.
At Uncle Luke 2 on Instagram and Live from the 405 podcast free anywhere you get podcasts.
All right.
Daddy.
Jojo, where can they follow you? Plug it, baby.
Yeah, IG, Fourth Wall TV, Comedy Pies, every single day selling pizza down at the 5220 Hollywood Boulevard location, 3 to 7 p.m. You can get pizza. Also, starting in 3 days, cinnamon buns and coffee in the morning, guys. Cinnamon
Nice.
buns and coffee in the morning, 8 o'clock, 5220 Hollywood Boulevard. Come on down.
It's right by Jumbo's Clown Room.
It is right across the street, Bukowski country. Good times.
fucking nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Woohoo!
I don't know no better, so let's blame the weather. 'Cause I got no care when I hit my groove. 'Cause I got no care when I hit my groove. Well, my music's rolling, I'm on to that kick and swing, and I put Zeppelin on when I feel the blues. I put Zeppelin on when I feel the blues. Say you might lose your mind if you don't find the time to lose your fucking mind and just have a good time. Even have a real good time. Money's out of downtown. Max warehouse is going down.